Hear our voice, O Lord, according to your love, and according to your judgments give us life. We read together from Psalm 74. Why, O God, why have you utterly disowned us? Why does your anger burn against the sheep of your pasture? Remember your congregation that you purchased of old, the tribe you redeemed for your own possession, at Mount Zion where you dwelt. Hasten your steps towards the endless ruins, where the enemy has laid waste all your sanctuary. Your adversaries roared in the place of your worship. They set up their banners as tokens of victory. Like men brandishing axes on high in a thicket of trees, all their carved work they smashed down with hatchet and hammer. They set fire to your holy place. They defiled the dwelling place of your name, and razed it to the ground. They said in their heart, let us make havoc of them altogether. And they burned down all the sanctuaries of God in the land. There are no signs to see, not one prophet left, not one among us who knows how long. How long, O Lord, will the adversary scoff? Shall the enemy blaspheme your name forever? Why have you withheld your hand, had hidden your right hand in your bosom? Yet God is my King from of old, who did deeds of salvation in the midst of the earth. It was you that divided the sea by your might, and shattered the heads of the dragons on the waters. You alone crushed the heads of the Leviathan, and gave him to the beasts of the desert for food. You cleft the rock for fountain and flood, and you dried up the ever-flowing rivers. Yours is the day, yours also the night. You established the moon and the sun. You set the bounds of the earth. You fashioned both summer and winter. Remember now, Lord, how the enemy scoffed, how a foolish people despised your name. Do not give to wild beasts the soul of your turtle dove. Forget not the lives of your poor forever. Look upon your creation, for the earth is full of darkness, full of the haunts of violence. Let not the oppressed turn away ashamed, but let the poor and needy praise your name. Arise, O God, maintain your own cause. Remember, O fools, revile you all the day long. Forget not the clamour of your adversaries, the tumult of your enemy that ascends continually. Here is a psalm written in the time of exile. Jerusalem has been destroyed, God's people broken. Yet they cry out to him and say, still we believe, you are the God of all creation, you control the sun and the moon. Will you not judge those nations who have destroyed your temple and mocked you? We read together from Jeremiah 22 verses 1 to 9. Thus says the Lord, go down to the house of the king of Judah, and speak there this word, and say, hear the word of the Lord, O king of Judah, sitting on the throne of David, you and your servants, and your people who enter these gates. Thus says the Lord, act with justice and righteousness, and deliver from the hand of the oppressor anyone who has been robbed. And do no wrong or violence to the alien, the orphan, and the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place. For if you will indeed obey this word, then through the gates of this house shall enter the kings who sit on the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses, they and their servants and their people. But if you do not heed these words, I swear by myself, says the Lord, that this house will become a desolation. For thus says the Lord concerning the house of the king of Judah. You are like Gilead to me, like the summit of Lebanon. But I swear I will make you a desert, an uninhabited city. I will prepare destroyers against you with all their weapons. They shall cut down your choicest cedars and cast them into the fire. And many nations will pass by this city, and all of them will say to one another, why has the Lord dealt in this way with that great city? And they will answer, because they abandoned the covenant of the Lord their God, and worshipped other gods, and served them. God was warning the kings of Judah. They had a choice. They could obey him and choose life, or they could turn from him and become a warning for others. We read together from Matthew chapter 8 verses 1 to 13. When Jesus had come down from the mountain, great crowds followed him. And there was a leper who came to him and knelt before him, saying, Lord, if you choose, you can make me clean. He stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I do choose, be made clean. Immediately his leprosy was cleansed. Then Jesus said to him, see that you say nothing to anyone, But go, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded as a testimony to them." When he entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, appealing to him, and saying, "Lord, my servant is lying at home, paralyzed, in terrible distress." And he said to him, "I will come and cure him." The centurion answered, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only speak the word, and my servant will be healed. For I also am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and the slave does it." When Jesus heard him, he was amazed, and said to those who followed him, "Truly I tell you, in no one in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, many will come from the east and the west, and will eat with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the heirs of the kingdom will be thrown into outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." And to the centurion Jesus said, "Go, let it be done according to your faith." And the servant was healed that very hour. The servant of this man was healed because this man had such tremendous faith. He said, "Lord, you don't need to physically come, you simply need to say the word." Locations and physical presence are not what is important, but the word of the Lord is what is important.